What's up, homies? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Red_Ghost, and today I'm gonna again cover my truest hopes and dreams for Genshin Impact. Last time I did this was several months ago, and several things have actually come true. I'm hoping to score as many bingos by the time Genshin Impact is complete. Never tell me the odds. I'm full on hopium with this one, but I'm back with a quick update to my Genshin Impact bingo board, including what's been achieved, the new additions to the list, as well as what I want to see happen in the future. Join me on this hopium journey as we start with B1 to B5. So for this first one, it may be a little bit misleading with Yoimiya's picture, but I want an Electro version of Yoimiya. So she would have the exact same type of skill, applies Electro to her normal attack string. The difference being is that she doesn't have the exact same sort of pattern as Yoimiya. Her timing for causing reactions is not on the third and fifth hit only. She can trigger electro reactions off the first, third, and fifth hit. For the burst, what I'm thinking of is she fires a barbed arrow, and the barbs can stick up to 3 enemies. She would be really good for taser teams, like a very prominent taser DPS. She could work with Beto, she could work with Furina, Yelan, Xingqiu, all the pretty good Hydro appliers. So this will be more of a AoE focused character than Yoimiya, just to differentiate them a little bit. B2, self-explanatory. I personally want it to be the one to slay Wander. I really hate this jerk, I do. He has the most bulletproof shield in Nahida, so I've given up on that goal just for her. But I do think it would be of consolation for his story if he was to go down, say, helping us take down Dotori, and you see his spot on the bingo board. We will get to that. I can't go one mention of Wanderer without saying this. I named my Wanderer Angel in game, and it's not because I think he is an angel. It is because I hate Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and the titular show Angel. B3, a new Hu Tao skin. I think Hu Tao's skin in the game is fine. It's cool. It's serviceable. My only thing, I don't like her shorts, and I think if they gave her like a nice Chinese dress or anything akin to that, that would be pretty awesome. That's all I'm gonna say. This, oh my god, this is one of my top ones on this list to come true. I want a winged character, and I don't mean like Sarah, whose wings come out during her burst. A character whose wings are out 24/7. We have characters with cattails, we have characters with horns. What are wings? Literally, we know they can program them. Sarah has them. Like, they can give us a winged character. I wholly believe it. B5, probably the thing that is the least likely to come true on this bingo board, but again, never tell me the odds. New Geo reactions. I thought long and hard about this. Originally, I was thinking, hey, we could get some pretty cool reactions with Pyro and Anemo and Hydro. With Pyro specifically, like we see with Zhongli does his burst, they like get encased in stone. Like obviously with Pyro and Geo, we can get more the encased reaction, but again, that would mess up with Crystallize. So I've come up with 2 other alternatives. Obviously, I would still like for a road to be a thing. It could just be specifically with Geo and Anemo, and with Geo and Dendro, we can have a sort of ensnare thing. Because we have those weird, like, Hilichurl Dendro mages that come up with the vines. Like, we could have a version of that between Dendro and Geo for ensnare. It's like a light version of, sort of like a mix between Bloom and Freeze. Freeze holds them in place, and Bloom does damage. Like, this does, like, periodic ticks of Geo and Dendro damage. This is another one of my top ones. I want an animal shielder in the game. And it wouldn't actually have the properties of the shield. It wouldn't take hits for you, but it deflects certain amounts of elemental damage outward against the end. It's sort of like a reflection. So say you're getting hit by, this works good against any of the elemental mages, the Mirror Maiden, the Abyss Lectors, things like that, where you can swirl their elements defensively. I2, I'm pretty sure this would be on a lot of other bingo boards. We're tired of the lack of physical support. We have Superconduct and we have Mika. Those are the 2 only supportive capabilities to physical that we've gotten ever. I mean, we have the 2 artifact sets, Pale Flame and I think Bloodstained Chivalry. Compared to all the love, all the other elements have gotten all the types of damage. Like, Mika alone is not enough. We need a tad bit more. Here's hoping Cloran could possibly lean into the physical DPS a tad bit, maybe with Superconduct, sort of like a more direct support for that. I3, this is Far Cry. I don't believe it's going to happen. But I would like a standard Geo 5-star on the standard banner. It could be Albedo, it could be another one. This is another thing that Genshin just fails at compared to Star Rail. Star Rail gives you, for standard 5 stars, one of every element and one of every path in the game. In Genshin, we have 2 Pyro and 2 Claymore, 1 Electro, 1 Dendro, 1 Cryo, and 1 Hydra. We do not have a Geo standard. I don't see it happening, but again, I'm putting it on the board because I want it to happen. And I4 is old events replayable. For someone like me who loves some of their events with how the characters get to shine in them, specifically Golden Apple Archipelago, Fischl's my favorite character. I will probably never have the chance to play through that story myself because Genshin's a little weird. I don't know why they won't just release all of them as playable, because there's so much content newer players will just never be able to experience. Even more recent events that I've taken part in myself that players that start tomorrow will never have the chance to is 3.4 Lantern Rite, when Zhongli and Venti canonically meet and interact, and I think that's absolutely ridiculous and stupid. And Genshin, what are you doing? Another skin on here, but specifically Zhongli's Archon skin. I don't care whatever they try to bait us with all these museum collabs or whatever else. I want his Archon skin to be Zhongli's skin specifically. I love his Archon skin. I want it tomorrow. I want it during Lantern Rite. Whenever they give it to us, I will grab it. You best be assured about that. N1 to N5, obviously N3 is the free space. N1, just ignore the picture that Ito's here. I just wanted to put my boy on the board. But I want level 100 characters. I think level 90 is an awkward stopping spot. I wish they'd just give us level 100. In the game files, it says things can be upgraded up to level 15, but the highest anyone can get right now is level 13, which is weird. I think they should just give us level 100. That would be absolutely wonderful. I would love to have a level 100 official wreaking havoc in Spiral Abyss, which I have yet to 36 star, by the way. Here we have one of the ones that has actually come true, relatively fine fashion, and that is the Amber character card in the TCG. I actually love playing Genius Invocation. I'm one of the rare few that does. It is a lovely game. I play it on my downtime quite a bit. Amber is one of my favorite characters in the game. She did not have a card when the game started, but I'm glad she got one in the subsequent patches. I acquired it frame one, you best believe. I love using Amber in the game. Baron Bunny is pretty fun. Here we have it. I told you we'd get to it soon. N4 is the death of Dottore. Dottore, not my least favorite Harbinger, that falls to Child. Honestly, between him and Wanderer and Child, like, they all suck. I hate all 3 of them. All of them are insufferable to be in the same room with. I can't stand it. When all is said and done, if we don't give Dottore the Vache treatment, I'm going to be livid. I want him gone. I don't want him to be playable because, oh, he had a backup segment that has no memory. No, none of that. He needs to be... Moving on to something a bit more lighthearted and a bit more fun. Official Hangout. Official. She doesn't really need a hangout. She has one of the best stories. I haven't played it myself, but I've watched quite a few people play through the Official theme, Golden Apple Archipelago. Solid event, solid character moment is why Official is my favorite. But I would love Official Hangout. It's Official, man. I would eat that up left, right, and center. It would be so much fun going through an adventure with Fischl. Yes, I just really want more Fischl in the story. It's been a long time. I miss my girl. I want her to have something new I can play through on my own. G1 artifact loadouts, plain and simple. Everybody wants that. They're dragging their feet on that on purpose. It is what it is. It's coming. Hopefully they've implemented some steps to make it feasible and plausible to hope for. So here it is on the bingo board. And this can still come true. I have faith. Aside from Farina, this is the only NPC we've seen in the game. Actually, well, we didn't actually see. There was a black screen, white text sort of cutscene where she gets her vision. But we know she has a vision. Now, officially, we know she used the axe in the little spots when we played with her. We do know now the axes are officially on the table for claymores. They can make her a Dendro Claymore. And who knows, perhaps she could also be the person for my 05 on the list, but we'll get to that later. And G3, another one that has come true. This is one that was also on the last bingo board. Cryo Catalyst is something I've wanted for a while. Obviously, Thesley is the better of the two between him and Charlotte, but I love Charlotte more, so I decided to put her on the bingo board for this one. I adore playing with Charlotte. Mine is already level 90. She's got some decent artifacts. I'm leveling her up. I'm building her slowly but surely. Cannot wait to achieve her max potential. G4, and this is absolutely personal. This is not a community thing, well, as far as I'm aware. But I'd want them to make more Genshin Funko Pops. For the longest time, all we had was Paimon, Lumine, and Aether. I think just recently they announced Keqing and Diluc. You better believe I'm scooping up Keqing. Probably shortly after this video drops, because I definitely want it. You'll see the Funko Pops behind me in the back of my head. As soon as I get Keqing, she is definitely going up on the shelf behind me. G5, this is one I was actually debating if I want to take off the list or not, because Ganyu, another one of my least favorite characters in the game. I don't like how she's been portrayed. She is a bullheaded workaholic. Her quest was only like one step up from Jean's, just because at least in hers we did get to learn a little bit about her, mostly from Cloud Retainer. She hasn't done anything significant story-wise in my eyes, then vacillate between these two states of her being half human, half adeptus, whatever. Ganyu is like Elsa from Frozen, a character who, when I first saw the idea behind what they were representing, Elsa was a princess with ice powers. Ice is one of my favorite superpowers, and she was a letdown in her movie. Ganyu is a beautiful character with horns. I love horn characters. And also with ice powers, and she also just sort of fell flat for me, mostly because of the story quest. Top it all off, we haven't actually seen her fire a single arrow in any cutscene end game, even when Liyue was under duress by water monsters twice. I'm still hoping for a better Ganyu story. I don't think it's gonna happen, but who knows, man? Anything's possible. Never tell me the odds. You know what? For this last one, because I want to end strong, I'm going to start at the bottom. 05, new female 5-star Dendro DPS. No shade to Al Hatham or Tainari. I think both of them are fantastic Dendro DPSs. The thing is, I'm not really a fan of Al Hatham. I don't want to build Al Hatham. He irks me. Tainari, kinda fine. He could work with a lot of the characters I love in the game, Fischl, Yaimiko, etc. But I'm tired of losing 50-50 to Tainari. I've lost 3 to this man. I just want a 5-star female Dendro DPS. Who knows, that could be Rana, although I'm pretty sure they probably relegate her to be a 4-star, sad face. Speaking of new female playable characters, and this is not a recent addition just to score easy point on my bingo board. Cloud Retainer being playable was in my last Genshin Impact bingo several months ago. You can go back and check that if you would like. I love Cloud Retainer, my formerly favorite NPC Adeptus character. Now she is no longer an NPC, and I'm so happy. Another skin one, this one for Yoimiya. Yoimiya, for as many nations as she's gone to at this point with Sumeru and Fontaine, and they haven't given her a new skin yet, it's appalling, especially once we see that Shiori is actually in Fontaine. She could have made Yoimiya Fontaine skin. It would have been nice. She could have even gotten the Sumeru skin, which they teased in her story quest, and she didn't get one, and I'm mad, and it's more. Anyway, 2. This could also tie into the standard Geo thing. For 02, I want new Geo Swordswoman. No more Claymores. No more Geo Claymores. Preferably because I know we have Albedo Geo Swordsman, but I have no interest in Albedo. I'm sorry, I don't want to use them. Who knows, maybe it could be Shiori. She is from Inazuma. Inazuma has like a fuck ton of sword users, because I hear through the grapevine she could be a Navia support, which would be nice. And the greatest one, not the one I want the most, because I want Official Hangout probably number 1 on this list, but number 2 is 01, and that is Dia gets a 5-star skin. If they want to keep her in line with all the parallels between her and Diluc, I think it is fair that she also get a 5-star skin, being another standard 5-star Pyro Claymore character. My thing is, I think Dia should get a 5-star skin that is lore relevant. They have set it up perfectly. She was found in the desert. Sumeru's desert is off the same coast of Natlan. Natlan is the Pyro nation. Dia's Pyro. If she gets a 5-star skin because of some link to whatever parents abandoned her, and it makes her absolutely excellent DPS. She doesn't have to be Nuvalet or Hu Tao or whatever level. She could be Alhaitha, Mayaka, whatever. She could be there. I don't need her to be the best in the game. But I want her 5-star skin to make her shine. Dia is worth it. They tie all their skins to story events. Obviously, they have a story in mind for Dia. She is one of the few characters outside of Archons with a clear direction as to where her future stories can go. Or, well, maybe not a skin, but she's definitely going to be getting something more once Notlon drops. I guarantee it. And if she does get a new 5-star form, I promise you, because once I pull Shiori, I don't have any plans to pull anybody else for the foreseeable future. My original goal was to C6 the Pyro Archon because I hear she's going to look just like Himiko from Honkai Star Rail. I love Himiko's design. But if Dia is to get a 5-star skin or a new form that's pullable in Notlon, that is what I will be C6ing you. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And that, homies, is my Genshin Impact bingo board. Let me know some of the things that you want the Genshin Impact developers to add to the game above all else. I'd love to hear your ideas in the comments below. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later, homies.